Hi paisanos! Today I want to show you performance of Super Mario Odyssey on Yuzu Emulator in every kingdom. First of all, I have to say that I have to use 30 FPS mode because of my recording software, which slows down my gameplay. In 60 FPS mode it slows down my game by 10 to 25 FPS in some areas, but in 30 FPS mode I'm using only 3 to 5 FPS. As you can see, speed of game mostly depends on level where you are, or if you are inside or outside of some building or area. I'm using Yuzu public release 200. I'm not using any modes or special settings, just this 30 FPS mode. This is one of slowest parts, but I think it's very interesting. Of course, without recording your performance would be a little bit better. I'm using NVIDIA GTX 1050 with only 2 GB of RAM. If you compare price and performance, GTX 1050 Ti with 4 GB of RAM would be definitely better option, but this one was something like special offer for something like 89 bucks. Generally, NVIDIA has better OpenGL drivers than MAD, but for this game I'm using Vulkan because it gives me 1 or 2 extra FPS, but it really depends on your hardware. My CPU is Ryzen 5 2600X with 3.6 GHz base frequency and 4.25 GHz turbo boost frequency, and again anything newer would be better option, but I bought this CPU shortly after Zen 2 release, so price was very interesting. For example, Ryzen 5 3600 has same frequency but higher IPC, so performance would be better. It also has lower TDP, so cooling is much easier. And if you are an MAD fan, just wait for Zen 3 release, or just buy anything with pretty high single core performance. I really like this era because I can get here 50 to 60 FPS. There's just nothing here. Again, very slow era. My total RAM is 20 gigabytes. My RAM speed is only 2400 MHz. I'd say that minimum for this game is 16 gigabytes. But recently there were some improvements in RAM management in Yuzu. And this is definitely the slowest part of game, Metro Kingdom. Without recording I have here 22 or 23 FPS, but it depends on era. Multi-core support would be pretty nice, especially for M80 users. In this era I can get even 60 FPS. Another interesting thing is that I run my Yuzu on Windows 7. In my opinion it's a little bit faster than on Windows 10 and more stable. Windows 7 officially doesn't support Ryzen CPUs or Coffee-like CPUs, but there are some ways how to do that. My loading is slow because I'm using old Western Digital Blue hard drive. You should use SSD for faster loading. And as you can see, speed also depends on number of NPCs or enemies, and final boss fights are really slow. My another favorite kingdom with high FPS. Here I can get 50 to 60 FPS without recording. My favorite outfit and my favorite kingdom. This is Bowser's Kingdom and I really like its graphic. I just like this kind of videos because they can help you to choose your components, or you can compare performance in different videos. I've seen this game run even on MAD FX CPU, and I hope in future speed of emulation will improve even more, especially after multi-core support. I was able to play this game from start to finish, but not at full speed, but who knows, maybe after a few months. If you like this video, you can hit like button or subscribe button for more videos like this. And have a nice day.